The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime is an unusual detective story written from the perspective of a teenage boy, Christopher Boone, who is diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. Christopher is 15 years old and lives with his father in Swindon. He is fascinated with math, science, and Sherlock Holmes, but finds it difficult to communicate with others. He decides to solve the mystery and write a detective thriller after discovering a dead dog on a neighbor's lawn. However, the more he uncovers, the deeper the mystery becomes for both Christopher and the rest of his family. A close analysis of literature helps a reader to examine and evaluate ideas and characteristics of a text in order to comprehend how its attributes differentiate it. Mark Haddon's novel, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, challenges everyday perspective through the exploration of the protagonist's perspective on trust and acceptance in relationships. Being different due to a disability can cause isolation and the importance of order and stability in our lives. Through its distinctive form, features, and languages, these themes are demonstrated. The protagonist, Christopher Boone, narrates the book, which illuminates and offers into the mindscape and struggles faced by a teenage boy diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. Understanding daily perspectives is questioned by a close study of the text. In the relationships with which Christopher is involved, trust and acceptance play an important role. Christopher and his father have a close and trusting relationship at first. The symbolism of hands is used to demonstrate the association in chapter 31. He held up his right hand and spread his fingers out in a fan. Christopher communicates his feelings of trust and acceptance towards those he loves in this action theme. As Christopher discovers letters later in the book from his mom who Christopher's father said had passed, his relationship with his father takes a turn. Haddon's use of verbal techniques expresses Christopher's difficulties in dealing with this situation. Christopher's feelings of shock, trauma, and terror, for example, are expressed by the use of short sentences such as, "Mother had not died," and "My stomach hurt." The simile, "It was like the room was swinging from side to side, as if it was at the top of a really tall building, and the building was swinging backwards and forwards in a strong wind," describes Christopher's reaction to the news. The repetition of the disjunction, "and I didn't scream," and "I didn't fight," and "I didn't hit him," reveals Christopher's deep trauma by demonstrating how he would normally respond if someone touched him. Christopher's discomfort in new environments and when surrounded by crowds of people is shown in the incident at the train station on his way to London. Christopher is confused by the unfamiliar location and cannot cope with all the details he attempts to remember, as shown by the advertisements in the train station, such as London's Transport Museum and Jamaica. Being different because of a disability can lead to loneliness, and people are often confused by Christopher's behavior. The compound sentence, "and the back of someone's jacket touched my knee, and I felt sick, and I started groaning really loudly, and the lady on the bench stood up and no one else sat down," demonstrates how others respond to Christopher. Order and stability are vital aspects of our lives, and that is what Christopher lives by. Christopher needs to be surrounded by stability in order to feel secure. The novel's structure is crucial in establishing order and stability in Christopher's world. The novel follows a structure that alternates chapters between the main plot about investigating Wellington the dog's death and Christopher's complex digressions until chapter 149. These digressions help Christopher to cope with situations and regain order. Christopher has a variety of digressions, one of which is about prime numbers. Rather than following a standard number pattern, the novel's chapters are organized around prime numbers. Because of his fascination with mathematics, Christopher loves the concept of prime numbers and compares them to life. They are very logical, but you could never work out the rules even if you spent all your lifetime thinking about them. Christopher's feelings of stability with prime numbers are shown by this comparison, and as a result, he structures the chapters in prime numbers. As Christopher arrives at his mother's London apartment, he is overwhelmed by the unfamiliar surroundings and feels uncomfortable. In an attempt to resolve his fears, Christopher recalls a map of the apartment, which calms him and gives him a sense of security because he knows there is order and structure. Many graphics, including maps, are used in the novel to help Christopher understand the situation and deal with his fears and difficulties. Christopher's life is so dependent on order that he follows a specific schedule every day. Christopher provides a Monday schedule in the book, which includes a particular task at specific times. For instance, 8:32 a.m. catch bus to school, and 4:18 p.m. put Toby into his cage. Haddon creates an effective and entertaining novel for readers by using different textual features and themes in the novel, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime.